Yo, Counter Attack podcast with myself, Daps. Guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. I'm spoiling you guys, man. Obviously, I've put out the video, the last little short mini pod on Sunday night or Monday morning. This morning, actually, yeah. I've got a longer one for you today. I've got a proper pod for you this week. I got my guy on with me. A very, very good guy. We're gonna put his football knowledge under real scrutiny today. But before we get into that, like I said, guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that good stuff, and keep the engagement going, man. I did say that I was gonna start releasing content again because I kind of took a little. I just wasn't consistent in the slightest, mate. But yeah, we're back, man, and I'm happy that you guys are enjoying it. The streams are coming in again. But yeah, I got my guy Erron. Erron, what's good?
What's going on? You good?
Why are you trying to do sexy for? Why are you trying to do? Hey yo, what's good?
Hey, I'm just talking, man.
What's good?
The aircon is drying out my throat.
Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, man, what's good, man?
Nothing. I'm good, man. Working hard.
Yeah, so those of you who are wondering what Erron does, because they used to, if someone's sitting on that couch, it's normally a player.
Okay.
And even though everyone wants to try to tell me he was playing back in the day,
I could play.
He was telling me.
People could vouch for me still.
I don't know. He looks like a 100-meter sprinter. Them Theo Walcott ones. But you spot us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. But yeah, do you want to tell everyone before we get into it, like what you do?
Yeah. So I'm a personal trainer, strength and conditioning coach specifically, and over the summer I was working with a lot of footballers, academy right up to pro levels, getting them ready before they go back to their club for pre-season. So last summer was like the first year that me and my cousin Dean set up box to box, done our kind of first summer project, which was really good. And that's the first time I've kind of been in and around football since I was like 20.
Yeah.
So it was just, I didn't realize how much I missed the football environment until I was there. So yeah, I've been working in gyms one-to-one with clients for so long, and then just to be in that space was just different. But I enjoyed it thoroughly, and we worked with some talented players, man.
Yeah. Who's before we get into that, all the football stuff, how is your normal one-on-one personal training? How did you have to switch that up when it comes to now dealing with players, or do you still do pretty much the same?
Well, no, it's more specific. So obviously the footballers are using different muscles to like your everyday athlete who like wants to lose weight or does a couple of runs every now and then. You're looking at like explosive power, speed, and being able to do repetitive sprints. So you're working on different muscle groups. So, and also these guys are professional athletes. So what they're capable of doing is a lot more than, Joe Blogs. So they're doing much harder stuff, and but the main focus was on explosive power because that's what they kind of utilize the most in the sport.
Yeah, it's so funny because like I've trained with you before, innit? And when I'm flipping in shape, I'm good with the explosive stuff.
Yeah.
But there's like these exercises which will isolate certain muscles, and like I'm not really good with that. And it's crazy because if you ask me to go run up and down the pitch, I can do that. Yeah. But if you ask me to just do the smallest thing, like even like balancing exercises, it's weak, and it just goes to show that you don't use every muscle like for every different.
Yeah, I mean everything's different. So like every different sport, every different movement utilizes different muscle groups. So just because you play football, it doesn't mean that you'll be able to translate that into doing other things as well.
Listen, I did my first physiotherapy for my foot on Saturday, and even little things like heel raises, calf raises, whatever they're called,
calf raises,
them ones. He was showing me that my foot starts to bend out like that. I can't like, in order for me to stay straight like that, it's this effort, and my leg was straight. And I'm just like, this is just heel raise. It's mad though. But like, how much like are you constantly like learning and having to?
Yeah, I mean the industry changes a lot. There's always new things coming out, new techniques, new methodology. So, you know, every year I'll kind of sign onto a course and keep myself up to speed. So this year I was focusing on doing like running mechanics, sprinting mechanics. So I've done a couple of courses with that up at Loughborough, which was really good, really insightful. And that was just with a view to going into that, the box to box stuff with the footballers. So I made sure I kind of looked at that kind of stuff before I started that. So yeah, it's really important that you always stay up to date, and there's always something new to learn. Like you never know everything, so it's always good to kind of keep studying.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a tough thing to get into, man.
What, personal training?
No, not in personal training, just more with like the footballers.
Okay,
it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough because especially when players, once they get their coaches from a young age, I'm talking about the ones they use outside of like their teams. They kind of generally stick with them. All throughout me playing football, I've always stayed with Jamie Lawrence. I don't know if you know Jamie Lawrence. I've always Jamie Lawrence. Jamie's my guy, innit? Yeah. So like, it's hard to get into that. But how do you go about getting clientele?
So I mean, my cousin's more tapped into the football side than I am. He's a academy coach at Leighton Orient.
Okay.
So he was definitely more of the football side, and I was more like the performance side of things. So he done all of that. I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have, been able to kind of tap in with footballers. So he was definitely the one that brought the footballers down when we started the kind of the camp. The pre-season camp. So I think it's generally about who you know. You see a lot of like the young guys working with young coaches who they kind of know, who have now gone into personal training or strength and conditioning or whatever you. And then it's good. You should always kind of work with the people that you got around you. Bring your people through. So I've noticed that a lot of kind of young personal trainers are kind of getting into that as well now.
It's mad because even, again, before we get into the football stuff, even personal training, listen, I don't know if, was it during like COVID times? It's like everyone became a personal trainer.
Oh, it was mad.
Everyone became a personal trainer.
I've been personal training for over 15 years. So like...
And I can vouch for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So that was even like before social media hit.
Yes.
So it was old fashioned then. Like you go and actually speak to people. You go in the gym, you try and speak to people. Now, like you could pick up clients online and whatever.
Yeah.
So like I've seen how it's kind of changed, and like now it's just everyone wants to be a PT because they think it's glamorous, isn't it? They see the bits on social media, they think it's glamorous. Like you have a celebrity client, you train a footballer, and like you've gone clear, but it's not. It's hard yards, man.
Yeah, man. It was. I just look at that, and I'm someone that, no matter what craft it is, I like people that honor the craft.
Yeah.
So you see, I got a podcast. I take time with this. I've put in work.
Yeah,
do you get what I'm saying? So when I see people that don't appreciate it, or like when I see people that want to get into personal training, I'm just like, do you even love what you do though? Man? You lot must have been fuming because there was a time literally everyone was just personal training.
Yeah,
man, so.
I mean, especially during the pandemic because everyone was kind of inside. They were just looking for things to do. But it started off a whole new wave, like online coaching or like Zoom live videos, those kind of things as well. So, I mean, it's just a way of the industry evolving. Like you got to kind of evolve with it.
But the core, like in the gym, that's still thriving.
Yeah. Well, it took a while after the pandemic and things started opening up. It took a while for gyms to start picking up again. But I would say now they're starting to get a lot more busier. People have kind of forgotten about the pandemic and stuff. So it's definitely back to thriving.
Yeah, man. Well, anyway, box to box. I'm gonna put all the descriptions. I mean, all the Instagram ads.
Yeah.
Twitter ads in the bio, guys. Even that you young aspiring footballers who want to get fit or who want to, I don't know, reach out. Make sure you reach out to him, man, because this is a proper. This is a proper coach, man. So, yes, football. So you're an Arsenal fan, like myself. Do you know what? I need to stop bringing Arsenal fans on this podcast because I don't want this to become an Arsenal channel.
Well, there's other channels that are like fully biased. Like,
yeah.
do you want me to mention names?
Listen,
5 is a Man United podcast. Like Joel Bayer gets it. Yeah, so make this an Arsenal one.
Yeah, I said make it an Arsenal one. Yeah, but obviously you watched the game on Saturday.
Yeah.
Where should I start with that? In fact, so far this season, what's your take on Arsenal so far?
I think more so than last year, we are getting the points on the board without like setting the world alight, which I feel is more encouraging than it was last year. Like Odegaard hasn't really kicked on yet.
Did you hear about Odegaard?
No.
Why he was left out on
Why?
Saturday?
Rested?
He's been struggling with injury for the last 4 weeks.
Okay, well that makes sense because he's looked a bit off it. But yeah, like we've just been not nicking points, but we've just been putting points on the board without really pulling up trees like we were last year. This time last year, we was like, just
flying.
Yeah, it was flying. So I feel better that we are getting points without playing, exhilarating football.
I totally agree. I think the difference is this year is that last year teams they didn't really set up to play us. They were ready to go toe to toe.
Yeah.
And they saw that raw.
Yeah.
Now this year they set up with the low banks or whatever, and like it's harder to. I've been watching and I'm just like, it's so hard to break teams down right now. Yeah. But like you said, we're doing it, and I'm happy about that. I think the 5-0 against Sheffield United, it was needed. Like we needed.
Yeah.
We
it's
needed
been a long
one of
time
those.
since we smacked up the team.
Yeah, we needed one of those, but I am happy. I think there are still. I think we look better when teams want to try to come out and play against us, but I feel like there's just we'll get there. But and I'm super critical.
The Newcastle game will be interesting.
The thing is, the Arsenal fan in me is scared for games like that. I get scared. Like as much as I know, no, we are good. I've seen little bits of Arsenal that sometimes remind me of times like Tottenham, the Tottenham game.
Yeah.
Games like that where it's like we always let teams in. And one thing about Arsenal, and we're getting there again. I know I'm being super critical, but once a team gets a little bit of momentum against us, we struggle to get it back.
I hear you, but the Chelsea game, we didn't deserve to walk away with a point that game.
Oh no, that was just pure luck.
Well, not luck. That's what you do when you're. I don't want to say title winners, but like winning teams do that.
No,
you play shit and you still walk away.
I
with
knew
a point.
when Declan Rice got that goal.
Yeah,
I knew he was going to come back after that because then we had momentum.
Okay,
do you get what I'm saying? But if that mistake didn't happen, bro, you were watching that game.
Yeah, we was terrible.
There was no way we was getting back in
there.
Yeah. Against Tottenham, once Tottenham got that second goal, whatever it was, bro, the game was done, Like, I was happy with a draw at the end of the match because I was just like, nah, they played better.
But that's what I mean. We're getting points without playing great at the moment. Where I think in past seasons we might have lost those games.
100%. So the difference is though, like,
and we beat City, which is monumental,
bro. That beating City, I don't think people understand just how big that was.
I was having that argument with my cousin. I was saying to him last year, like, we have to beat City to win the title, and he's like, no, we can get points and I was like, no, to win the title you normally have to beat your rival.
Yeah.
Like, obviously there must be seasons where it's not happened, but generally when we were winning the title, we would beat Man United.
Yeah.
So the fact that we beat City, I think, is monumental.
It's a massive, like, even mentally,
100%.
It's massive.
And I think they were criticising us after the Community Shield when we won on penalties, and even I thought, all right, guys, it's Community Shield, but maybe mentally for them it's like we've beaten City, regardless. Even though it's penalty shootouts, we've beaten City, and then we've gone on to beat them again. So
no. But overall, I'm quietly happy, but it's like a game by game thing with me, man. Even like last year, it was game by game. Like, you just never know. Yeah. Like, even with Tottenham right now, Tottenham are flying, but I don't. One of my boys said Tottenham this year is similar to Arsenal last year. And I was just like, I hear that.
One game a season.
One game a week. Yeah, but even in terms of the way that they're playing, they're free, they're beating teams. And I was just like, yeah, but we also had a better team than them last year.
Yeah.
We had a better team, and Tottenham are flying. I don't think... Liverpool, I think they got lucky with Liverpool because of the sending off.
Yeah.
Arsenal, they played well. But I still see Tottenham getting knocked down a few pegs. I can't see that lasting throughout the whole season.
We hope.
No, I genuinely can't see it happening. I can't. I feel like when you're The thing with Arsenal last year, even in the first couple of games, we weren't playing at maximum. I feel like Tottenham are at
Full pelt.
I don't think they get better. I do not think they get better.
But sometimes the just momentum just keeps going.
Like Leicester in that season.
It just keeps going.
Maybe I'm just hoping. Maybe
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they'll win it, but I think they'll be in and around until like maybe March, and then maybe after that it might, if they get a couple injuries and things like that, then it might kind of catch them out. Yeah, that's what I don't think their bench is particularly strong.
Exactly.
Like Son, if Son gets injured, then if
Madison gets injured, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
If Madison gets injured, it's a wrap. But the first real topic I want to talk about is the Manchester derby. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I spoke on my channel, and for those of you guys who haven't watched it, check it out. The video I put out yesterday. Oh yeah, and also I keep saying this here. Those of you that listen on Spotify and iTunes and all of that stuff, you lot are probably thinking I'm not putting out podcasts, but what it is, I'm putting out videos pretty much every day on YouTube. But because they're so short, I don't really want to put them out on iTunes and that. But I'm going to start doing that. So you're not going to hear this one definitely because it's going to be a longer podcast. But go check it out on YouTube and everything. But anyway, on my podcast yesterday, I spoke about Bernardo Silva, and for me, I tweeted yesterday. I said, at what point are we going to have a conversation about where we rank this guy? Because
rank him how?
In terms of Premier League, like midfielders.
What, all time or currently?
All time. And the reason why I say that, and I'm happy that you think I'm mad. I'm happy because my thing with him is that anyone that listens to this podcast knows for years I've been saying, you see this guy, yeah, he's different quality.
He's a baller. And
I think a lot of the time people rate him when he has performances like against United or that season when he just went on a mad goal scoring. Yeah. So we rate him like, oh yeah, but even without that, he gives you at least a 7 or 8 out of 10. And Pep rotates his squad bare.
Yeah.
See the one player that doesn't get rotated? Bernardo Silva.
I don't know. I think he's been rotated.
Obviously, yes, he hasn't played every game, but that is Pep. Pep loves him. Pep, anywhere you put him, he does a job. I see him play left back.
Yeah, I mean, he has moved about a bit. Like I think there was a time when he was just like a wide man. Like he would, him and Foden were kind of mixed match. But then now I think he's more centralised.
He's so good, man. He's
a player, but I'm not sure about the all-time conversation.
No, but when I say all-time, I'm not saying top 10.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not saying top 10, but think of all the midfielders we've seen. And
yeah, but you said when are we going to have the conversation?
When are we going to have the conversation?
Conversation about what? If he's not top 10, then what conversation you want to have?
Is David Silva top 10? Is David Silva top 10?
I'm going to say no.
Because I'm not going to lie, he's on David Silva levels for me.
Do you know what? David Silva is one of those that goes under the radar.
Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro.
Like City fan wouldn't tell you that. They wouldn't have Bernardo Silva over David Silva.
That's because we, in City's main earlier years, he was there.
Yeah.
Aguero, all them seasons, David Silva was there. Yeah, their first Premier League titles and that. But now that they're used to winning, they're used to seeing like real good players and whatever. But I think a lot of actually, you know what? I don't know if they'll mention him with David Silva, but that's because of the love they have for David Silva. But he's definitely he's a player. He walks into any team. Name me a team that he does not walk into. The guy Bernardo Silva walks into any team.
Yeah, I'd give you that.
Of course, yeah. There's no team in world football that he doesn't walk into.
Oh, in world football?
Which team does he not walk into in world football? You can't think. Remember, this is an audio podcast, so I need words.
The Madrid midfield is tough.
I think he plays in Madrid.
Where's one of the three?
I don't know where, but I think he plays in Madrid. We could put asterisks next to Madrid.
Maybe.
We could put asterisks next to Madrid.
Maybe.
Because who's there? Modric
Modric
don't even start like that anymore. Cruz.
Tchouaméni.
Oh.
Valverde.
See Valverde? Player. But anyway, yeah, Manchester derby. A player that I wanted to talk about as well was Anthony.
Okay.
I cannot stand this guy. Do you think that Anthony should have got a red card? Bro, they should have sent him off.
Yeah, I'd agree with you on that one.
I think they should have sent him off.
Yeah.
Because, number one, you know what? The tackle alone, it was not even a tackle. He just wanted to hack man down. And it's about intent. Bro, that's a red card, bro.
Yeah, when you're looking at intent, yeah.
And then you want to be hitting man's hand, and if that's an Arsenal player, they get 2 yellow cards straight.
Yeah, the guy's, I don't know, he's going through a lot, innit? Like,
bro, I saw someone tweet with the way that he kicked him. He said, "No, he did it." I'm like, "No, he did it," and I was just like, "Ah, yeah."
He's got a lot going on. I mean, Ten Hag could have left him out for a bit longer.
Yeah, but to be honest, I think he should have left him out a very long time ago. And it's crazy to me that
I think that's where the Sancho beef stems from.
Probably Sancho probably looks.
Sancho's probably saying that your favoritism towards Anthony because you brought him in, and you're trying to dig me out, but Anthony's not doing nothing.
Anthony does nothing. Plays week in, week out.
Yeah,
and I'm not having him. And then I was watching the Forest game, and they've got Anthony. Obviously, Anthony cost them however much they've cost. But I was watching the Forest game, and obviously they sold Anthony Elanga. And I was watching that game thinking, Anthony Elanga can do. I'd much rather have Anthony Elanga than Anthony.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all over that team, it's just disjointed. And then straight after the match, obviously they've lost 3-0. Straight after the match, Gary Neville has come and said, "Listen, the Glazers, it starts at the top." And I'm like, at what point do people start putting pressure on this Ten Hag guy?
Yeah.
Because he gets away with murder.
I think that could be a reason why Sancho's just holding out, because he thinks, you know what, you'll be gone soon. Maybe.
No, he's not. Ten Hag, for me, he has to have blame.
Do you feel like he's lost the dressing room?
I wouldn't say he's lost the dressing room, but I feel like he's run out of ideas. I feel like he's seen it's a more
But they've gone
difficult job.
backwards from last year.
Exactly, because it's got harder, and he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to change it. I actually think even when you come out and you hear him talk about how the game went and what, he just doesn't sound convincing at all in the slightest. Yeah. I just don't think he has any idea how to change it.
Yeah,
when it was Ajax, he was bubbling. Me, Anthony
he
was
might
doing
not
what
see
he
out
did.
the season.
Bro, I said, yeah. So they beat a team. I forgot what they beat a team. It might have been Brentford when McTominay scored twice in the last minute.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was against. Yeah.
They beat. In fact, I did this on the pod the other day. Let me quickly check. Bear with me, guys. So they beat a team and McTominay scored twice. So, later they got thingy on Wednesday. Oh, Newcastle.
It's a cup game.
Yeah, right. So, okay. It was Brentford. They beat Brentford twice. I mean, with McTominay scoring in the last minute. They pretty much did the same against, Sheffield United, when Dalot scored that goal, top bins. Yeah, scraped to win there. Copenhagen, in the Champions League was awful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Copenhagen match was awful. And then after that game, I said, listen, they're papering over cracks with these wins, you know?
Yeah.
Like, people are thinking, they're getting momentum. I said, you see City? If City could beat them convincingly, Ten Hag is in trouble. Because they allowed him for these last couple games.
Yeah. What's their next fixtures like? Do you know?
Next fixtures, they've got Newcastle in the Cup. Away to Fulham. Newcastle at home.
Okay.
But even that though, like bro.
Yeah. If you get beat at home, then it could be on top.
Copenhagen away and then Luton at home. But this is what I'm saying. Like, these are games, like when you look at Fulham, you look at Copenhagen, they've got Everton coming up. Normally you'd look at them and be like, United.
Yeah.
But you just don't know.
You don't know.
You just don't know, man. But whilst we're on City, one thing we were speaking about before we came on was the Ballon d'Or. Obviously, Messi's odds on to win it.
Yeah.
By the time you lot have seen this, Messi has won it.
So he should.
I think he should get it.
Yeah.
But I also understand the arguments for it. And do you think that Haaland should be in with that in the conversation? Because I know there's been a lot of talk about all the goals that he scored and whatnot. And Messi only played well for 4 weeks. Keep talking.
I would say Messi should win it. And I mean, for me, the Haaland thing, I think he bangs in goals. He's a terrific goal getter, but I want my Ballon d'Or winner or the best player in the world to do more than just score goals. Even though he does it better than anyone else at the moment, as a Ballon d'Or winner or the best player in the world, I just need you to do more. So for me, he doesn't compare to Messi.
Yeah, I'm someone that says like goal scoring alone shouldn't make you win.
Yeah, no.
Like, because I think sometimes, and I know it's a hard job to do.
Yeah.
But when you look at, and again, someone was telling me that Messi only played well for 4 weeks last year, but
the biggest 4 weeks.
The biggest 4 weeks you could possibly have, and it's not like Argentina were overwhelming favourites.
No.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
Like he played his. Listen, do you know the pressure that was on Messi last year? And it's not even like Argentina won it. You know, like when Portugal won it, but they did it without Ronaldo in the in the final and stuff like that. This guy was showing up and showing up.
100%.
But in the final, did he get a hat trick in the final?
I know Mbappe, no, he got two.
He got two, and Mbappe got the hat trick. Yeah, but
though they don't call it an official hat trick because the third goal weren't in 9 minutes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's a hat trick, man.
Yeah, I just heard that the other day, and I was like,
it's
oh,
a hat
really?
Trick. Yeah, that's a hat trick. But that's what I'm saying. So Messi, for me, he deserves to win it based on that alone. But then when you look at the runners up, who else is there? Who's Haaland? Do you know who I think should be there?
Go on.
Ruben Diaz.
I mean, it's very rare defenders win it. Like you'd have to do like
the World Cup,
win the World Cup.
Yeah, I honestly think Ruben Diaz. Because Ruben Diaz, for me, he's the best. Ruben Diaz is the best for me. That's why when people talk to me about Saliba, listen, Arsenal fan, love Saliba, but there's levels.
Not yet. Not yet. But his ceiling's higher.
Yeah, 100%. But
his ceiling's
not
higher.
yet.
But not yet. Yeah,
not yet. Yeah. For me, like I said, if you had to say who the best in the league was, who would you say?
Best in the league right now. Right now.
You want to say Saliba, don't you?
No. I'm not gonna say Saliba. Stones.
You know what? Not mad at that. I think Stones is second
right
to Ruben Diaz. Because when I said
Stones has got more in his locker.
100%. But pure defending, Ruben Diaz is.
Yeah.
Like, but we like Stones because Stones goes into centre mid. You'd think he's a centre midfielder.
Champions League final, he was
different,
mate.
Different. Like, but I think for me, someone said to me a couple of weeks back that Saliba's like the best in the world.
No.
And I said, this is why people don't like Arsenal fans, you know.
No.
I said straight away, Ruben Diaz is better. John Stones was better. Who did I say after that? I'm not gonna lie. Van Dijk for me is still better. I'm not a man that can. I'm not a man that just says he's not been playing well. So
Van
Dijk is still better.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But yeah, how are you feeling about the league this year? Because it's gonna be tough, you know. Because Liverpool are looking
like Arsenal, City, Tottenham, and Liverpool look like they're doing all right.
Yeah, but then you got people like Newcastle are gonna have a say. Newcastle are flying. They're gonna have a say. I don't know,
you know. The further they get in the Champions League, it's gonna be more of an issue for them.
But they're still gonna have a say. They're still gonna be up there. You've got Villa.
Because I think because their group's so mad, they're having to give so much every midweek that I think on the weekends it might slip a little bit.
Maybe. Hopefully that's the case against Arsenal. But have we got them after the Champions League?
No, it's after West Ham.
It's after West Ham?
I think so. Gosh. Yeah, we got West Ham midweek and then Newcastle.
Gosh, you know what? You know the margins are so,
It is. It's so tight.
mate.
Like, really, we have to go there and win.
So
It sounds nuts.
we got West Ham. Oh, we got them this Saturday. And then we got Sevilla at home. Oh my gosh,
It's
brother.
like, you got to go there and win. Like, there's not many points to be dropped.
Yeah, especially when you got teams like, I know City have lost twice.
Yeah,
City have lost
twice.
but
And they're still level on points.
they're still 2 points behind. 2 or 3 behind Tottenham. I don't know.
2.
Yeah, so you can't look at City and think, yeah, they're gonna drop a lot more points. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, they can't afford to drop many more.
No, they can't afford. They will,
Yeah.
but City equally can hit January and just decide.
Oh, yeah.
And just decide
They
that-
will do a run
Yeah.
at some point, especially when De Bruyne comes back. And that's another reason why Haaland's not the best in the world. Because without De Bruyne, you see.
Yeah, you see, he's not the.
Yeah.
But equally, yeah, I don't think that's his fault because
But he can't do nothing for himself.
I hear that. I totally hear that, and I'm not gonna rebuttal
Yeah,
that.
you can't do nothing for
But
himself.
equally, like as a striker, you want to also be able to get. Like, obviously, they rely on service, and if his teammates aren't able to give him the, because you know how many times I see him making mad runs,
Yeah.
and the ball's just
ball
not, and
doesn't
he's
come.
getting mad, and the reason why he's getting mad is because he's used to that De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But not everyone is like
yeah.
that. And I said City need to find a solution for that because Kevin De Bruyne, once he goes,
He's done. I think he's on the decline already. He probably played less games last year than the previous year, and he's going to play less this. I think he's on the decline.
maybe. I still think. I think it was one of those ones where they keep bringing him back, but you know he keeps getting injured. But the source of the injury, they're not treating.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
then they said something about they're going to finally try to sort like the source.
I think he's just played so many games. Like he was one of those guys that Pep don't drop.
Yeah. And now
And I
Pep
just
manages
think-
him.
I think it's like it's just caught up with him because he's all action. It's not like he's just spraying the ball or whatever. He's like up and he does everything. So I feel like he's catching up with him.
Yeah, man. But which players like in the world, not replicating because he's one of a kind, but like who do you get that can?
They'll have to get the next, whoever the next coming up is. It won't be someone who's like doing it now. It'll be like the next. Like you can only go and get like a. I mean, Bellingham's a different kind of player.
We're going to talk about Bellingham. We're going to get there.
Yeah, he's a different kind of player. But yeah,
There's no one that does what Kevin De Bruyne does.
no, not who's doing it now anyway.
Unless you go and get Messi, but you know, but Messi's older. So.
Yeah, the best is old.
Yeah, imagine that. Anyway, what else is there on the docket in terms of Man City? I think we're done with Man City. Liverpool. All right.
About their business quietly.
Yes, they are, man. And I think the title race. Initially, I said it's City,
Yeah.
and then you got everyone else who's trying to stay close to City. I still kind of think that, but I think Liverpool are going to have a bigger say than I initially thought. I thought they'd be back up there,
Yeah.
but I thought they'd be in and amongst it. But Liverpool are looking real Liverpoolish right now.
Yeah. I mean, they got a good team.
I think
They've got a good team, and the midfield is a lot better, but it's still not the best.
But it's still not the best because I feel like they're missing that one, like 6. You see that we got Declan.
Yeah.
I feel like if they had like a Declan Rice or a Casado,
Yeah.
because as good as McAllister is, that's not his game.
Yeah, it's not his game.
That's not McAllister's game. But I said yesterday that I think Szoboslai might be the sign of the season, and this is big considering in the Premier League.
Well, as in a new player to the Premier League or just across the board?
I know, because you're thinking Declan. And the reason why I don't want to say Declan is because
Like even Tottenham fans would say
Maddison. No, and that's a good shout. But I think Szoboszlai is just different.
I mean, he's slotted in seamlessly.
Bro, the guy can do everything.
Yeah, I give you that.
He does everything. Do you get what I'm saying? And Maddison's a shout. I'm not going to come and crap on Maddison at all. But I just think what Szoboszlai brings to that Liverpool midfield is just he literally raises them all the way up. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he's not reliant on getting the ball in certain areas. He can go get the ball, make something happen. Like, he's always involved.
Yeah.
Whereas you get the ball to Maddison in certain areas. If Maddison picks up the ball in the centre circle, you're all right. If Szoboslai picks up that ball in the centre circle, he could do something. Then go back and get it. Like, I honestly believe he's signing the season. And even when you look at the rest of them, Darwin, I can't believe Darwin doesn't start more games for them. I can't believe Darwin. Honestly.
Do you know, I thought he'd be a dark horse and like bag.
I still think he is. I still think he's that guy.
But he misses a lot still.
But do you know the thing about Darwin? He misses a lot.
And gets into positions.
He has like 5 chances every game. He's always going to score.
Yeah.
He's always going to score, Darwin.
Like, even I saw...
On the weekend?
Yeah. The best assist I've ever seen. Like, how has he missed that?
Bro, you see? And then he gets the little tap in. Bro, he's always going to score.
Like, I thought about putting him in my fantasy football team, but...
You should have. I don't do that.
Over Haaland, you can't do that.
I don't do that fantasy football team stuff, man.
Why not?
Because after 3 weeks, I just kind of think, no, I can't bother. Fam, that's dedication, you know. Imagine, I've got podcast, I've got work, I've got football. Bro, it's I don't know. I just can't take it. Can't take it seriously enough.
Yeah, I mean, if he clicks, then you know you got to take Liverpool more seriously. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, no,
too many chances.
No, he's my. I think he gets.
I don't think he gets 20.
No. I think he gets 15.
League goals.
I think he gets 15. If they start playing him and start starting him more.
Yeah.
Ain't it mad how they kidnapped Luis Diaz's?
Yeah, madness. But I mean,
South America.
Yeah,
they're on that.
Yeah.
I swear they did that with Robinho. What's that? Can you remember that?
I mean, he's not the first and he won't be the last. Like,
I heard that they've found the mum now, but the dad's still missing.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah. Adam Lawrence Vigeroux, who's like the Burnley goalkeeper. He was at Leighton Orient actually, and then Burnley bought him in the summer. And he was talking about keepers, and he was like, Alisson's regarded as like the best goalkeeper in the world. And he said, even though he's regarded as one of the best in the world, his favourite was Edison. And I'm going to ask you who your top 3 keepers are.
In the league.
Order.
Alisson, Edison, Ramsdale.
Why'd you put... No. Fam, that Rambo thing hurts me, you know, but I don't want to say it.
It did hurt me.
I don't want to say it.
You know what? Raya's not... He's going to give it back to him.
Yeah.
Like, 100%. The longer it goes on, Ramsdale is looking like a better keeper. And you know what's mad? Not only was he in the team of the season last year, but he's also on the list for the Golden Glove.
Yep. He was also ranked the most valuable keeper. Imagine that.
I think Mikel's got a stubborn.
No, but
stubborn bone.
Do you know what it is though?
What?
I found out. The goalkeeping coach.
Yeah.
Do you know where they got him from?
Is it Brentford?
They got him from Brentford.
Yeah.
So then he's come in now, and he's obviously been like, look, you trust me, Raya, that's my guy. Because remember they tried to get him before Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Didn't get him. Now they've got him. And this ain't me saying Raya's not good, you know.
Yeah.
Because I think Raya's really good.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's good enough that you go out and get him and put Rambo as.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's crazy.
And there's so much pressure on him.
Which doesn't help.
It's not helping him.
It's not, fam, this is the big league now. It's not Brentford, you know.
It's not Brentford.
And like I said, he's not a bad keeper, but where I think Arteta is screwed is that he shot his load too early. He put him in
straight away.
Early.
Yeah.
It's like he came in, he let Ramsdale have one game or so when Raya was there, and then all of a sudden, I think it was after that last international break.
He put him in a cup game, which I thought, okay, fine. And then he started in the next league game, and then Europe again. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do a little rotation.
Yeah.
Nah, nothing at all. And the thing is...
I could see him getting his pace back.
No, but like you said, Arteta's stubborn, you know?
Yeah.
He's made that decision.
Yeah.
There's bare pressure in it. He's just going to go on and just keep doing it until it gets to the point where it's like, no, we can't keep doing this.
Yeah, I think Ramsdale will get his place back. By the end of the season, I think Ramsdale will be number one.
But even if Ramsdale's number one, if I'm Ramsdale, I'm like, nah, I'll go, you know. Fam, they mugged him.
Hold on.
They mugged him off.
If you get your place back, all right, so let's say you get your place back and we win the title, you ain't going nowhere, regardless.
No, I'm not. If we win the title, I'm not going anywhere. But fam, if I'm him, I'm feeling disrespected, you know. They disrespected Ramsdale.
Yeah, they did.
They brought a keeper in under the guise of, look, Arteta was doing this thing about, you know, sometimes I wish I could have swapped keepers. We're going to chop and change keepers.
Yeah, Arteta's on a mad one.
He has not played since.
Yeah, he's not.
But yeah, no, for me, the reason I bring that up is because Ederson, I've never really... I rate Ederson.
I just think he plays for the best team.
I rate Ederson, but the reason why I rate Ederson is not for pure goalkeeping.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I always look at stuff like, I've said this before, Alisson, if you're one-on-one with Alisson, it's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? But as much as I say that, it's only recently I've actually been seeing Ederson making saves.
Yeah.
He did a mad save on Sunday. You see that one? Where he like tipped it over the bar.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Mad save. What do you think about Onana?
Yeah, it's a bit mad. It's a bit mad. Even his saves are looking unorthodox.
Yeah. The ones that you should be saving, they're just going in and...
Yeah, he's on ban now at the moment. I'm not gonna lie.
And there's talk about him, what do you call it? There's talk about Man United going back in for De Gea. You hear about that?
Is he still living in Manchester?
I don't know, probably. I saw him at one, well, I didn't see him, but he was at one, like the women's game. So he's there.
It's mad that he's still a free agent.
Yeah.
It's actually
imagine.
wild.
Would you go back if you was De Gea? Especially the way they got... No, I wouldn't.
Well, what's he doing?
I hear that, but they offered him a contract.
Yeah. But then they...
Took it back, offered him less terms.
Yeah.
And when he's ready, okay, I'll sign it. They said, actually, no, go. He didn't even get to say goodbye. He didn't even get to say goodbye.
Yeah, but you can't let pride get in the way of... You know what I mean?
Bro.
If they come back and say, look, you're going to be number one, then...
Nah. I think he's literally just...
Yeah, but why has he not been picked up by anyone else? Like, anyone?
To be honest, I think he's probably had offers, because this is De Gea we're talking about.
True.
He's probably had offers, but I think it's one of them ones where he's probably just waiting for the round. Because when you look at all the top teams...
Euros next year. But like, is he just like...
No, but he's not playing in Euros anyway.
Yeah, not starting, but he must be in the squad, no?
No, he's not even... He wasn't even being in the squad. I think that's the guy's at international. He's won everything, right?
Yeah, true.
Like that. And when you look at all the top teams, they've got goalkeepers, apart from Chelsea. Another one, Chelsea, their goalkeeping coach, do you know where they got him from?
Brighton.
They got him from Brighton. And now look, Sanchez is number... Bro, you see this life, it's about who you know, you know.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, 100%.
It's about who you know, man. But how you feeling about Champions League?
We'll get through the group, and then it just depends on the draw.
Do you know what's so mad about Champions League? Yeah, I've been begging for us to get back into Champions League.
Yeah.
Now, I forget what my heart does in Champions League. You know, even that Sevilla game,
yeah.
After they got that first goal back, it's just mad uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Against Lons, like we're doing...
Yeah, that was bad.
Like, I totally forget what it's like to actually play in them.
Yeah, because you got to remember that everyone's a top team. Well, most, other than like the real minnows, but everyone's
even
a top
them, they'll
team.
give you... Look at Real Madrid struggled against...
Well, yeah, that's
Union,
it.
whatever.
So you can't really take anyone lightly. So, but I think we'll get through the group because Sevilla got to come to us now.
Yeah.
So beat them again, and then
Yeah, and London's got to come to us.
Yeah, so yeah, I expect us to get through it, and then it depends on the draw.
Yeah,
I can see us going deep-ish.
Quarters, like quarters. It's not even quarters. It depends. It depends who we get. I think if we avoid Real Madrid,
yes,
Bayern Munich, because there's some spiritual thing with Bayern and Arsenal.
And Kane being there is just
If we avoid them, and we can't get City in the first one anyway. I think if we avoid Bayern and thingy, then we should be okay.
Yeah, I mean the standard is not what it once was when we was last in the Champions League. It's not that
Yeah.
same standard anymore. So
It's like the teams that could win it are like outstanding teams.
yeah.
If you look at Real Madrid,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about the boy now.
Okay. Yeah.
We're going to
What he's doing is a madness. Like I actually saw someone put in the comments that like Jude is banging Judge
Yeah. I see that. I see that.
because like duck to water.
Bro, I knew he was good. I didn't know he had this goal scoring thing in him. Yes. I did not know. And what I like about him is that he's literally winning games. Like, and I know it's easy to say that when you get the win here and there, but Barcelona, because I was watching that match after I finished watching whatever match I was watching.
Yeah.
And then he literally like wins the game. Like that first goal he scored against Barcelona. Bro, what's he's slapping it from 30 yards now.
Poor keeping.
I don't give a toss. He slapped it in.
Yeah.
And in 90 minutes to be in that area, the instinct of a striker, he's doing it.
Do you know what he's reminded me of? And like, people are probably going to kill me in the comments. But like, you see when Dele Alli
I knew you were going to say Dele Alli.
You see when he was on a madness? That's like how Jude is playing. He's just getting on the end of stuff.
But the difference with Jude, and I've always said this about Jude, is that, away from, you see Dele Alli one. Dele Alli's game became about that.
Yeah.
Just getting into the box, getting on the end of things. Whereas if Jude's not doing that, he's still doing the centre midfielder thing.
But I mean, I didn't watch the game, but I saw a couple comments that saying like Gavi had him up until
he decided to turn on.
Oh yeah.
Bro, do you know how many times players have had people's numbers and whatever, but Bellingham's got star quality for him. You can't,
decisive,
like you can have good moments against him, 100%. Like even if Gavi had him up for the whole game, like
too.
And it can happen.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he's the one that is winning. Fam, we're talking about Real Madrid that has Vinicius, Rodrigo, Cruz, Modric, Tchouaméni, Camavinga. Like they're star-studded.
But do you know what the thing is? I think the good thing is that they're all young. They're all kind of a young age. So like, there's no like star. It's not like Cristiano was still there or Benzema. So he's just gone in and everyone's kind of at a similar level, and then he's just like grabbed the mantle and.
But bro, the reason why it's mad is because even if they are still so young, this is Real Madrid.
Yeah,
this is like the record holders of Champions League. Like it's Real Madrid, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's gone in there.
Mad.
Zidane's number.
Yeah,
and he's doing an absolute madness, and you can see like they respect him.
Yeah, like he could quite easily get 20 plus this year,
bro. If Real Madrid win Champions League, he gets Ballon d'Or. I'm saying it now. He gets Ballon. If they win Champions League, he gets Ballon d'Or. Because the winners of Ballon d'Or, generally speaking, are always Champions League winners.
Yeah.
Get me? Yeah. He wins. If he listen, Ballon d'Or,
and then Euros on top of that as well.
England winning Euros. Listen, I'm nipping this in the bud.
Don't know, mate.
I'm nipping this. No, let's not do that though. I don't want to. As much as I like Jude, I don't want to do the whole pressure, like
the guy
make him that guy.
He don't care about pressure.
No, he don't care. But what I don't want to happen is that he gets hyped up to like such a level where it's just like, yo.
You just said Ballon d'Or winner. So
if they win Champions League and he plays the way he plays,
he's just won the Golden Boy or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean,
no, but it's different. Like contributing to a team and winning Ballon d'Or, then pinning your hopes on someone to deliver.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like when Brazil pinned their hopes on Neymar to go and do whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's big. Listen, you can't do that. Look, they've been doing it with Messi for how many years? It's only now that Messi was able to. I don't want him to build him up to the point where he has to deliver. Like he doesn't, and he feels the pressure. We don't play his own game. Yeah, man. I don't want that at all. But for England, who would you say? Because I was saying Declan Rice and Bellingham. Do you know what? This is why I'm happy I got a podcast. You know, guys. Someone go back. I don't know how you're gonna find it. Go back to, I think it was the Euros, and I was mentioning what England's midfield should be.
Yeah.
And I said at the time, Calvin Phillips.
Yeah.
Declan Rice.
Yeah.
And Jude Bellingham. This is when Jude Bellingham was just fresh. And people were like, nah, he's young. Bro, Bellingham is the truth, bro. Who do you think now? Because I know Bellingham and Declan Rice are given.
Yeah, that's the two.
But do you think Maddison or do you think he should keep the 2 6s?
It depends what he does with Bellingham. If he gives Bellingham the same freedom like Madrid have, when you get in the box, then it'd probably be more sensible to have someone who's going to be more mindful, more defensively mindful. But like you said, Bellingham could do it all. So it just depends on the role that Southgate wants him to have. If he wants him to be at 8, then he can afford to have another 8 on the other side. But if he's going to let him be a 10 and go forward, then I would like to have another defensively minded. But maybe not like a Calvin Phillips though. I feel that could be too defensive.
No, not now.
Yeah.
Not now. I think where England are in their process or whatever, I don't think Calvin Phillips is the one now.
Yeah, no.
I feel like
I don't know who the third one is though.
Declan Rice does that 6 well by himself.
Yeah.
He's so good, bro.
Yeah, he's
but
cold.
I said I'm not allowed to say that on this podcast anymore because he's okay. One more time, he's so good.
But
go on.
He's not Partey.
He's not Partey.
When it comes to progressing the ball,
he's not Partey. But whilst you know what, he gives us something different to Partey. What he does,
he gets the ball back.
What he does, Partey can't do that. You see Declan Rice interceptions, madness.
Yeah.
But what Partey's got, when he gets that ball, you see his manipulation of the ball.
Yeah.
Declan got that.
So when he's fit, who plays 6?
Partey.
And Declan plays 8.
Yeah, because Declan can do the box-to-box thing anyway.
But he's not as good on the ball.
What? Who?
Declan is not as good on the ball.
Are you going to say who I think you're going to... as someone from last year? Are you going to say Xhaka?
I don't think he offers that much going forward.
Do you know what it is? Xhaka knew that role.
Yeah, I don't think he offers that much. I think he's like decent going forward.
Were you thinking of Xhaka though?
Yeah, I was thinking of Xhaka. Okay. I think he's like decent going forward and then helps recover the ball quickly, like high up the pitch.
But I also think
but he's not going to get the goals that Xhaka got last year, and I don't think he's going to create.
But we don't know that. That's what I'm saying. If you play him in that position and you give him the license to now go and do that, you just never know.
I don't see it at the moment.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but again, you just never know. Remember, it took Xhaka 2 years to master that role. Because Xhaka, everyone always thinks Xhaka just played well last season, but the season before that, he was doing well, and you can see, and then just kicked on.
Yeah.
Get me? But if you put Declan Rice there, and also another thing, because Declan Rice can do the other role really well, he gets moved around. Yeah. Xhaka was literally once thinking that was it. That's your position. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And I just think if you're putting him and Partey in the midfield,
we're not as open for sure.
But you have to put Partey's our best 6. Like, it's not even as much as I love Declan Rice.
Like that's why Jorginho is playing, because the progressing of the ball, Declan's not quite got it yet.
I don't like hearing that, you know.
No, but it's not.
no, I hear it.
Yeah, he hasn't quite got that yet. So that's why Jorginho is playing. But when Partey comes back, I think we'll look at a whole different team. The guy just needs to keep fit, man.
You know what's mad? You know he played 40 games last year, and everyone is because I hear what he does need to. He does need to keep them stay fit. I think what killed him last year and got this whole injury prone thing on him is the fact that the time he missed last year. Was the City and the crucial time that people just forgot that.
Is he injured again now?
Yeah, for like 3 weeks or so. Yeah, I think they said he got injured last kick-off train. He's no one. I just think they keep rushing back because he came back and he went to go and play for Ghana.
Yeah, he didn't need to go.
And I saw him when he was playing for Ghana. There was a clip where he was ducking someone down. Did you see that clip?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, he's back.
Yeah,
probably did his hamstring there.
But the player's so cold. Partey is so cold.
Right, let me see. Let me see what else we got on the docket before we wrap this one up. Let me see. Is there anything you wanted to bring up?
No, I think we've done Ballon d'Or. We've done the boy Jude.
So good. Where do you think Chelsea are finishing this year? Chelsea are a bit of a... I don't know, man.
Fair, I thought they were going to be on a bit of a roll and then they lose at the weekend, so... Yeah, I don't know. I think they'll finish like 7th.
You think so?
Yeah. Like Newcastle and Villa looking good.
Villa looking really good,
I
man.
think they might be 5 and 6.
Yeah, Villa are looking really good. Shout out my guy Ollie. Ollie is banging. He is banging goals, mate. And I used to say about him that my not problem with him, but my thing was him is that he was too about the team. He used to run there, but he's never in the box.
Yeah.
And then it's interesting hearing him speak after the game last week. I forgot who they played. And he was like, now he keeps his movements. You know, I was telling him to keep his movement between like 18 yards. Just keep your movements in there. Yeah. So he goes, now, when it's like corner flags, they know I'm not even going. He knows he's not running there anymore. And I thought that was interesting because, bro, he was killing himself.
Yeah.
Now, he's getting the goals, man.
And it's just like a manager that understands the game.
Yeah. Do you think if Unai got given... Yeah, that one was...
It was toxic at that point.
Oh, bro, remember when people stopped going to games?
Yeah, it was toxic at that point.
Oh, my gosh. But I think that's actually it, you know. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else from the weekend football. But yeah, guys, love for listening. Make sure you follow, is it Go Box to Box?
Yeah, Go Box to Box, all one word.
Okay, Go Box to Box. Look in the description. Even if you just want to check out the Instagram and Twitter, just check it out, man, and just like up a couple pictures when you see it. Like a couple pictures if you're feeling brave enough. Drop a comment.
We've got some proper ballers that we worked with in the summer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And they're not coming on this podcast. What's going on?
Well, they're young still, man. They're young. Let them develop.
You'll be your own people, fam.
Yeah.
No, it's so funny because like when it comes to young players, there's so many young players who I could get on here.
Yeah.
But I'd much rather not do it.
Yeah.
Because when they're young, I want them to.
Yeah.
And also the perception of like how it might seem that they're not concentrating on football.
Yeah.
So I
mean, there's one boy who like the blog pages are kind of talking about a lot because he's 15 and he played for the under-19s in the Champions League last week.
I swear.
And then
he's played for Leighton.
Arsenal.
Oh, Arsenal.
And then made his debut for the under-23s. Yeah, under-23s, yeah.
I think I saw, what's his name?
Chido.
Yes, I saw that. Literally, I think I saw that yesterday.
He's 15.
I saw that yesterday.
He's a player.
Is he?
Oh, he's a player. But I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to heap too much pressure on him. But the fact that he's played for the under-19s and the under-23s at 15 years old.
I saw that and I was like, what kind of player is this, bro?
Forward.
1 second, let me get his actual... Is it Chido Obi?
Yeah.
Oh, Chido Obi Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Player.
Yeah, literally yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, player. Yeah, he was probably one of the players that I would have said, yeah, I could see him kind of going on.
Is he a unit?
He's tall, yeah. He must be 6'3", 6'4", easy.
What are they feeding these kids, bro? How old is he?
I think 15.
Mad. But yeah, guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing. When you see this, yeah, just like it up. I was meant to do a live, well, on Monday when you not see this, but because I recorded 2 things for you guys, that's what you're getting today. But yeah, guys, that's it from me, man. And shall I put your actual personal?
No, it's good. Go box to box.
Okay. Just go box to box. But yeah, guys, in a bit, we're out.